Well, welcome to Rat Chat 13. This is the
Oh, and
13th
now
episode.
we made him mad enough that
Let's
he's no longer
He's
go.
not in the server anymore.
No.
What a way to start the episode anyway, ladies and gentlemen. For the
here. No
third
more
time.
Joshy Washy.
Third time's the charm, as they say.
No.
Welcome to Rat Chat 13. We missed this on Saturday, but we're doing it now. Funny haha podcast. Let's get this going.
Yeah, we've tried to record this before. It didn't. That's
didn't.
the only comment.
It didn't.
So now that Josh is gone, because we managed to make him mad, and by we I mean John, because John was being funny.
Yes.
I think that now instead of 3 people talking, it's going to be 2 people talking.
Let's
Just
go.
about.
The best way to do a podcast with 4 people.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
You know, I've had more contributing from Emily and Jen in the first how many minutes this has been, than I expected. So that's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, it's
To
been...
sum up what we talked about in the first attempt, funny haha Josh moments at the beginning of June, me and Dominic got jobs that sucked absolute ass, and that's pretty much
True.
all you missed.
Oh, and also Jen's here.
Yeah,
again.
Jen's
Hello.
here. Maybe
Yay.
we
You
should
guys
mention
remember
that.
her from January. She's back.
Yeah, she was in one video that started a series. It so far has gone nowhere.
Wait, a series?
Yeah,
No,
Studies?
it started a series of me trying to make D&D happen for 5 months in a row and then eventually giving up.
the
Understandable.
one night we did actually manage to do it did not work, but it was still super funny.
I'm glad everyone else had such a fun time, because what happened for me is I started it and everything was going just fine, and then my aunt was like, hey, could you help me? And I went, okay, sure, and I did. And then she proceeded to, because at the time she lived with me, she proceeded to just stay downstairs for ages and then not go upstairs. And then by the time she went upstairs, why are you here?
Hello.
Good.
By the time she went upstairs, my mother had started doing homework. And, oh man.
If I have
Yeah.
to start this over a third time, why
No,
are you
Jen's
screen
screen.
sharing?
Let's go. This is such a
Medical
thing that's
practice.
happening. Medical malpractices. This is such an awful video.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm gonna be going on a trip, so see you guys later.
Cool, Orange
Gone.
did the funny bit. Yeah, Orange will be gone for apparently a month because
Which
Orange
will
is
be
going on a
pretty
trip.
poggers.
Just means that we won't have Orange in the next dubs, which we
Yeah.
have been doing. Which were
I
planned because Jen joined.
yeah. I'm honestly
It's been a blast.
I'm going to be so devastated if YouTube ends up axing the rest of that playlist, because the one other episode that I'm really looking forward to doing is in there still.
That's good. Honestly, I just have been enjoying it. The first one was a blast.
The second one was a dumpster fire, but I think I managed to create something halfway decent out of it.
I love Emily, like, completely freezing of stage fright whenever Nanako was on screen. Like, it was
Nanako.
just silence. Always.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
And as unfortunate as that is, it became really funny.
How to create funny jokes out of other people's tragedies. How I edit videos 101.
John's autobiography. creating humorous events out of others' tragedies.
Hey, that's what I did on, what was it, Thursday?
That's also what Shakespeare did.
Yup.
True. Also, what did you do Thursday, John?
Whenever they had everyone but us were in a call all day, and you ended up living my nightmares, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious.
Gee, that was pretty funny. For whatever reason, this has reminded me of the time I was watching the Cards Against Humanity made by Bisley, or maybe it was Condi. I don't know.
I think it was
A person.
Condi.
I was watching some Cards Against Humanity, and it was just The Audacity of These Hoes by Barack Obama. pretty funny.
The Cards Against Humanity video that you guys did is the only one of our videos that I haven't watched yet. Because guess what? I wasn't in it, so I don't
It's
care.
not even very good. I watched through it because the funny video that we're planning that we may or may not discuss on this podcast.
What did we plan? Well, ladies and
The
gentlemen,
funny, I guess I'll just say it. The best of the first year of the basement
oh yeah,
video. How did you? Okay.
we have
mean,
like 17 different videos
We do
planned
have
right
7.
now.
That is the truth. We do have a lot to do.
I don't really think that should be kept a secret either, because like, why?
I don't know. I don't know, John. That's a good question. We have that planned, and we've been going through. And by we, I mean I guess me.
I
I've
did
been
it
going through
some,
old basement
but then
videos.
I had to go to work, and now I just have kind of been vibing, doing not that.
But I watched that video as one of them, and it literally no funny moments, none.
We'll have
So
we'll have at least 1 or 2 funny moments from every single video, and then it just gets to
Except
Cards
that one.
Humanity. Yeah, that one happened anyway.
it's just a black screen of we did a Cards Against Humanity video.
It's
for
just
a
like-
second, and then cuts to the
It's
next one.
it's just like the very beginning of the video, and then it just cuts to cricket noises.
But yeah, also if you didn't notice, we didn't do anything during June.
Yeah, we did the dubs, and then I re-uploaded them with funny haha intro, and then
But that's it.
yeah, and then well, I mean it's not June anymore if I uploaded it yesterday, but a video that I had planned to keep for Patreon exclusivity, but it doesn't seem like we're really gonna be reaching that point anytime soon, and also I was bored and it was midnight, so
Yeah, and that video quite literally was from December of
yeah,
2020.
it was from
Yes.
December 12th, because that's what it was
Oh.
dated as.
Peak, actually, that isn't even peak. That was like middle of washing machine era.
That was Downfall era.
No, downfall era was January.
It was pre-Downfall era. The downfall before the downfall.
The entirety of everything that involved the machine was both a dumpster fire and a blessing, because it was
Yeah.
just such a funny experience during 90% of it.
The machine is what made me my sleep schedule just absolutely horrid. Cause like, hey, it's not every day you stay up till 2 a.m. talking about pretzels. You know what I mean?
Truth.
Yes.
It was. My sleep schedule was just fine, and I often woke up to hours of long text lines that I had to go back through just to get a brief overview of what happened that night.
We've mentioned
And-
it, or at least I've mentioned it a couple times, but when in previous episodes, mostly just episode 6, when we talked about how the machine went at like a mile a minute, it was not a joke.
It was not. It went so fast in the early days. And by early, I mean like early December.
The
because-
early days of the machine were also the entirety of the server for the span that we were there, pretty much.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, the technical or the literal early days of the machine were back in October when Emily made it with the man.
Yes. That was a great night when we made it.
And then Emily invited me in like mid-November, and then John the day after, and then it just kind of happened.
It collapsed in on
Yeah.
itself, but then sort of didn't, and then definitely did.
It's gone.
It died, was resurrected, but not by the master John was at resurrecting back then, and so it died immediately after.
That was one of my favorite characters to do in that server. It was
It
great.
was so fun. I
I've
loved that
I've
John
I've
just
thought about
resurrected
doing that a
evil.
lot recently, but then Josh said, "Hey John, you do that, right?" And nah, I'm not doing that anymore. Sorry, man.
We just exist to screw over Josh.
Yeah.
That's the only goal we
Me and
have.
Josh had our moment at the beginning of June. That's all I need this year.
I I like how it was just Josh had his moment at the beginning of June. That
And then you just disappeared.
Well, you'll
It was
be able
pretty
to
funny.
see in get this, the video that's being recorded right now.
yo poggers.
Unless that's just my mic being weird, because honestly, I have no idea at this point with this
It was
microphone.
probably Discord.
I hope it is.
I sure hope it does. But oh wow, we didn't have much to talk about, huh?
We really didn't. That was a very quick 11 minutes and 32 seconds.
Yeah, it has not felt like that
Yeah.
long. You know, I was downstairs earlier before we started this, talking with my dad. Apparently, like, my work likes me because I do my job.
Nice.
I don't understand it. We found meat yesterday. We found meat behind some crackers.
Nice.
Like, just a packet of meat.
Snack time.
It was funky.
I don't really know how my coworkers feel about me, because I don't talk to any of them and none of them talk to me, so...
You know, I was thinking how much fun it would be if me and John had managed to get in the same job.
Bro...
You-
Don't
And I
even
was just
make me
like-
don't even make me live that fantasy, dude. It's not gonna
Dude.
happen.
Dude, I was thinking it, and then my brain went, man, why'd I gotta move? But honestly, I don't know if we've talked about it before on the podcast, but the move that I did, as unfortunate as it was getting away from everyone, like, extremely strengthened my friendship with John.
Had it not
It-
been for your move to Florida, we may not even have contact anymore. I don't know why I'm doing the European voice right now.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that bit, I'll be honest.
Hey, you're
Right.
finally awake. You moved across the country, right?
Colonel, I'm trying to spend time with my friends, but I've moved across the country.
Chief, would you
And
mind
that's
telling me
it.
what you're doing on the other side of the country?
Sir, dying. But honestly, like, my move both like strengthened my friendship with John and also introduced me to quite literally everyone here. Because I would not know any of these people had it not been for that.
I feel like
Because-
I would have ended up inviting you to our group chat regardless, but like...
You know, I thought that, but at the same time, I just don't know. Like, it felt like it was something that happened only because I moved and I was leaving. And so you went, all right, Chief, I can, like, bring you here where I talk more than the once a month we conversationed on the phone sometimes.
Yeah.
It wasn't even once a month. It was
And
less
then
than
there
that.
was... By the time 2019 rolled around and you moved away, I don't think I even had any of their numbers anymore, but like at least in middle school, just my school friends group chat that we used maybe one day out of every 4 months that you were in.
Holy crap. I don't even remember that.
I remember it only because I sent a picture of the rain outside of the van window that I was in going to a youth rally.
That's an interesting memory.
A core memory.
You know what I remember from, like, stupid group chats? That one chat you were in where it was, instead of have a great day, it was have a grape day. I still remember
Grape
that day
day.
vividly.
Didn't
I don't
that,
know why.
Did that come from you just reading it wrong, or was that actually
No,
like
that was
that
the dude
meme?
the dude who had sent it wrong. He said grape day instead of great day. And it was just funny.
It was pretty funny.
Grape.
Great. They're pretty good.
Pizza, mozzarella, grape. My favorite pizza is
grape.
my favorite burger, the grape burger.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, big grape whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, big grape whopper. Don't
Burger,
go to
cheese,
the
grape,
don't
big
don't
grape
go to the
Whopper.
produce section. Big Grape is just trying to steal more of your money.
Big grape. It's like a corporation.
The worldwide grid of grape manufacturers.
We've created our own monkey plot from freaking Gus and Eddie.
Oh my goodness.
The big grape.
Our podcast finally has lore!
Only took a year.
This is
In
a
the month.
monumental episode.
Man, now I wonder, who is Big Grape?
It's run by that guy that sent "Have a Grape Day" in the group chat.
He's the one. He's
It
the
was a
one who
warning.
started it all. Have a Grape Day was just freaking.
It was a ploy.
They lied to us. They lied to all of us. They said they had accidentally misspelled the word. But it turns out it was actually a ploy in which he's designed to make people want more grapes. And get this, he's the one that owns the company.
Yo.
I never knew that some guy that I apparently knew like 3 or 4 years ago would end up running the worldwide grape business.
I never knew some random man would own all the grapes.
Every single one.
Every grape. Does that mean he also owns the wine business?
Yo.
Not till he's 21.
That is true.
You know, I work with wine, technically. I mean, in a brief sense of I grab the bottles and I
You
move
grabbed
them.
the bottle.
I grab the bottle. I put it on
Where-
shelf. I grab another
grab the bottle.
I put it next to first bottle. Job done.
I grab the bottle. I sit on the bottle. Wait, what?
I put it in a box and mail it to myself.
Then smash it with a hammer. Or to save on postage. Or shipping. I don't know what she says. It's only ever postage or shipping, and I always say the wrong one.
I have things like that.
The postage.
Yeah.
The postage for Cusco.
Postage for Cusco.
The postage
postage
made it.
specifically designed to kill Cusco.
Cusco's postage. Postage, sure, whatever.
Cusco's postage. Oh.
Cusco's flamboyant postage service.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just dying over here. Now I want to know what Cusco's postage is. Like
Despite what you might think, he makes fences.
wait, his postage service is building fences?
Yeah. But not the whole fence, just the post that goes in the ground. You gotta get the actual.
That's why it's postage.
You gotta get
It's
the
'cause
rest
he just
yourself.
built post. You gotta buy your own 2x4s. I just set the perimeter.
Cusco's postage is just part of a larger fence building business.
It's a branch of the corporation.
It's a branch of Big Grape.
My God, how does he do this? How does he own it all?
He's just too good.
Half of the world's entire industrial realm is owned by Big Grape.
You think Big Grape was located in the Soviet Union?
Probably. Putin's on the board of advisory.
He's still there.
40 years later, pretty much.
40.
I don't know when 1991 was. 30
Putin
years
wasn't
ago.
alive in night. Oh wait, Putin is. Why was I thinking Putin was the Joseph Stalin? Hold up.
Yeah,
I don't know how I made that
Stalin's on the board
correlation.
of advisory too. Don't worry about it. They froze his
He's
head.
still on it.
They froze his head and put it on a PC. He runs Windows
did that.
11.
They did that in Avengers.
They did.
Yeah, there was a scene in like Winter Soldier, I think. Maybe it was Winter Soldier, Captain America, in which like the main villain from the first Captain America was quite literally an AI on a computer. Like in 2.
That's pretty cool.
It was weird.
I don't
weird.
think I've ever watched The Winter Soldier.
It's a good one, honestly. But I mean, I've grown less and less of a liking to most Marvel movies. I'm not exactly sure why. I just don't like them as much.
Endgame was the ending to me. Endgame was a pretty good movie. Like, yep, that's the MCU. I'm gonna go care about something else now.
Right, like, I mean, Far From Home is a good movie, but
Yeah, Far From Home was
You don't
pretty
talk
good.
about the comic books.
no comic books. They don't exist.
I'm excited for the next Spider-Man movie just because, haha, funny, Tobey Maguire. But
Yes, I want to see Tobey Maguire,
Other
and I
than
want
that-
to see evil Tobey Maguire.
other than that, I don't really care about any of the Marvel movies that are happening.
Yeah, same.
Maybe Avengers Phase whatever they're in now when that ends up happening, if it ends up happening. Because, like, the Avengers
Yeah.
is just, like, the thing. But,
Right. I mean, whatever happened to solo movies? That didn't. The solo movie of every, like, brand just has 7 different other Marvel characters in it at all times.
yeah.
You know what I don't watch ever? Like, or haven't watched?
What?
The DC universe and, like, all of that.
I keep forgetting that DC exists.
I do too, because it's
This-
just, like, weird.
The Justice League Snyder Cut came out and, like, hey, that's pretty cool. Anyway.
Like, I never watched it because, the website it was on is stupid, and I'm not buying a website to watch a thing I don't care about.
This episode of the Rat Chat podcast is presented in a 4:3 aspect ratio to preserve Zack Snyder's original vision.
Except it's not Zack Snyder, it's Josh's, even though he isn't here.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We bullied him out and then gave the podcast in 4-3 just to honor his name.
We bullied it out. We bullied him out and then dedicated the episode to him. That's how it works, right?
In honor of Josh.
In honor
God,
of
may
Josh.
give
In honor of Josh, who we made mad. May God have mercy on your soul.
Oh. You know, sometimes I feel bad about the things we do to Josh, but at the same time, I don't feel bad about the things we do to Josh.
Yeah, I think we do it a bit too frequently, but like after it's finished, ha, joke. That sort of
After
thing.
it's finished, every time everyone in seat goes, ha, joke.
One.
Man, I feel like June just didn't happen this year.
Yeah.
It went by so quickly.
Did.
What even happened in June? Like nothing. Hey, yo, Josh playing Golden?
Yo,
Yo, real?
we've come full circle, ladies and gentlemen.
That reminds me. I did make a funny joke during one of my days. I was stocking Vienna wieners, like small cans of wiener dogs.
Vienna sausages, like for babies and shit.
Yeah, that stuff. Literally that. I was stocking that at the store. And I was putting it up there, and I was like, there's so many wieners, right? Because that's funny. And the guy who I was working with went, yeah, that's what she said. And I just kept going. I went, dude, there was so many. And they just kept coming. I had to use both hands. They would not stop.
No.
It was I'm a pretty funny guy if you ask me.
Saying Vienna
Sometimes.
sausages just reminded me of the what was it?
Big Grape.
The liquid ladder video where they tried to baby food and how
Oh,
the
God.
and how the sausages were one of the highest ranked things.
That's hilarious. Big Grape actually owns Vienna sausages.
Yes.
Moist Critical is a subsidiary of Big Grape.
He's part of the coalition. It's not
Yeah.
even a company anymore, it's a coalition.
It's an empire.
That's why Cusco's postage is part of it.
Yes.
Cusco rules over the empire in which Big Grape is. Man, this is such a confusing plotline that's never going to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, at least
This
this
is-
episode has been going pretty well.
It hasn't been going terribly, although it's not great.
It's not the dumpster fire that pretty much every episode recently has been.
That isn't true.
10 was
It's,
pretty
honestly-
okay, but other than that,
Jen. It's bringing me back to 6.
yeah.
Except,
What?
like... I can
Dun,
speak words.
dun,
It's
dun,
bringing
dun,
me back
dun,
to Rat
dun,
Chat. It's bringing me back to Rat Chat 6, in which there was just me, John, and Emily in the call for most of the beginning. And then Jen's here.
Hello.
Rival.
Jen has just arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm.
No, now I'm thinking about Undertale.
Bum, 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 bum.
No. Womp, 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 womp.
Wow,
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 wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, wow. Anyway,
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
that has been the musical segment of this episode of Red Chat. Tune in
We're
next
bringing
time.
it back.
Tune in.
Now that we're
Tune in next time for when we will perform the entirety of Hamilton in a span of 5 minutes.
Yes. Can't wait.
Because that's the only
Hamilton,
musical
no,
I
don't
know.
do it. Hamilton, no, don't die.
Hamilton, no, don't ruin your entire career over one woman. You're so sexy. Ha.
No, Hamilton, don't do it. Haha, sexy woman go.
Oh no, Hammond.
Okay, that is what now I really want to do book 2 because that bit is hilarious.
It's great.
Here's a. I know this. In like by memory, it's Emily sitting downstairs on her computer. John is upstairs. He walks downstairs, falls, and dies. Dominic says, "Oh no, Hammond," and that's it.
It's not
I don't
even
know
like-
why it's so funny.
For a plot synopsis of book 2, just for a predecessor before we read it, we rob a bank and frame Josh.
Dude.
And then he
Yeah.
plays Among
was
Us
only
in real
half of
life.
the
Sus,
book.
sus.
Kissing.
Forgot we made Josh play Among Us in the game. In the book.
Among Us
Dude.
in the game.
Yo, Among Us in Among Us challenge.
Bro, no way.
The impossible task. Play Among Us while playing Among Us.
Yes. You have to keep track of 2 imposters.
No, the only way that that's possible is you're in real life playing Among Us with an actual murderer while on your phone playing Among Us.
Yeah. You're playing Among Us while you're doing your tasks.
You just go up to wires.
One of your
and you
tasks
start-
is play Among Us.
That would be hilarious if you could mod Among Us to like make a task where you just turn on a laptop and start playing Among Us. You have
And
to,
it's like
you have
one
to
of those.
correctly deduce
It's
the
one of those
imposter.
like early Roblox game mini games where it's just the original Mario Bros. But reskinned.
Yes.
Yes.
Instead of called Among Us, it's called
Among
Within Company.
Sus.
No, it's called Within Company.
Within close proximity.
Around individuals.
Within close proximity of the group.
Yes.
That's what Among Us 2 is gonna be called. I'm calling it right now.
Among Us
We have
2,
to
within close proximity of the group. Oh. Yeah, I ran out of things to talk about.
Poggers?
I do
Jen, you have anything to add before I give up and just leave?
I have absolutely nothing to
But
add. bro.
Dominic,
That is
it's only
unfortunate.
been 30 minutes. We can't do this again.
No, we need a shorter video. The hour-long ones are too long these days.
I mean, true, but
I know it's nice to keep it an hour long, but holy crap, it is hard like, especially when you have nothing to talk about and you have nothing planned. We should start making these, like, more planned and thorough.
yo, like the
Yeah.
first 2 episodes?
No, the first two suck because they weren't planned. You just
I mean,
no.
we
The
wrote
the
we
first
wrote
one was actually pretty okay.
we wrote
because
out
it was-
topics for them, but like
I
other than that,
I prefer. Well, we can discuss this, but I'd like some like order of events in which like the beginning of the podcast is us discussing like what we had happen, and then we go to the next section, which is what we have planned to do, and then we
Yeah.
go to anything else we care about.
I will say I think the very minimal rules that we have set in place for this podcast in the last couple of days are pretty much going pretty well. Don't know why I
Agreed.
said that like that, but it seems like I got my point across. So
I mean, we as you can tell, we've reduced the maximum amount of people that can be in a podcast to 5, and preferably 4.
Yeah.
4,
Because
5 might make it a little more lively, but that also usually leads to garbage
it does.
based off of our track record.
But 4 people in the podcast doesn't make it a bombshell normally, and also allows for like still funny jokes and open communication with everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, especially when 2 people don't talk 90% of the time.
I
Technically
don't have anything to say.
Technically speaking, we did plan this to just be like the update podcast too, and I feel like we have pretty much achieved that.
Yeah.
So
And then we also Big Grape.
yeah, Big Grape. We got lore, baby. Well, in that case, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're done here. So, this
Big
was
Grape.
half of an episode of the podcast, and we'll do another full one next month, I guess.
Maybe.
Baba Booey, go watch one of our other videos.